Welcome to our ATA April program meeting. Happy end of the semester. I hope that you are all doing well and in good spirits. And I want to thank you again for taking time out of your day to join us for our program meeting. We have a few things to cover with you all. If you have any questions at any time, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Use the raise your hand function. We're happy to call on you if you're able to unmute yourself and ask the question out loud, or feel free to send us a message through the DMs. In addition, this program meeting is being recorded and will be made available to you in time for you to complete the book voucher that is due on May 3rd. Pew, 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 pew. The ATA requirements deadline is on May 3rd at 11:59 p.m. The requirements include your success coaching with either Mr. Richardson Jones, Deontay, or Ms. Flores. Sorry, brain fog, COVID hit me a few times. It's all a blur. Remember, 2 coaching sessions for your fall 2022 students and spring 2023 students. Your ATA 3099 action items. I know that one of the requirements for the action items includes doing a mock interview with your career coach. If you could screenshot the picture of that appointment, that will suffice you attending the mock interview with your career coach. Your CLC reflections, please submit those, and then the program meeting surveys as well. And at the end of this presentation, you will be able to scan the QR codes so that way you may be able to submit any items that you have during our program meeting. Next up, we have extended the ATA scholarship deadline. We understand that right now with finals and studying and registration, the scholarship application, applying for them may have slipped your mind, may have not been, you wanted to put it off until the last day, which is okay. We all have done it before. We decided to give you all an extra week to get those scholarship applications in. Please feel free to apply to any scholarship that moves you. They range from $500 to $1,000. A majority of them are a writing component. So as you are applying for these scholarships for this one and other scholarships within UHD and beyond, please remember to get your writing looked over and reviewed by another set of eyes. Take it to the writing center. Any writing prompts that you do have to complete for class or scholarships, take it to the writing center, have a peer read over it, pass it along to a professor or a staff member, because a lot of times the writing, the punctuation, the grammar, the structure of that paper determines if you are winning the scholarship or not. And $500 to $1,000 is a lot of money to be leaving on the table due to not formatting the paper correctly. And with that, the deadline is on May 5th at 11:59 p.m. So next Friday. Any questions thus far? Any comments?
So for the mock interview, we just need a screenshot of our appointment.
Yes, Javier, you can. Great question.
Okay, and we submit it in, or is there because I know for the submits in, they have a whole bunch for the mock interview.
Yes, so for the ATA action items, there is a section to upload each of the requirements. So your resume, your mock interview screenshot, there's a component for your headshot, and there's a component for the reflection essay, all on the survey for the ATA action items form.
Okay.
And I can show you what that looks like right after the presentation as well, if that would be helpful.
Okay, yes, that will be helpful.
Absolutely, no problem, no problem. Any other questions? Awesome, awesome. Additionally, we have our Grow with Google in partnership with the Career Centers on campus. This is a wonderful opportunity to gain some skills and knowledge and expertise and career readiness with Google. Google is, as you all know, we use the internet, which is Google's wheelhouse. They have decided to put together a list of workshops and learning skills that you can cultivate for yourself, that you can take to your new workplace, you can use for your personal and professional development, or if you're interested in personal branding or starting your own business, the Grow with Google tools is a wonderful resource that you all can use in helping you develop some of those career competencies. It's a part of the career readiness program, and if you do participate in the Grow with Google, the program, then you have an opportunity to win rewards, gift bags, swag bags, earn badges. This is great for your LinkedIn profile, great for your resume, and it shows support for the career centers as well, who have done a wonderful job of supporting students here at UHD. The information below is how you register. Please use your Gator Mail following that link, and then choose the group to join. And the group you will join is UHD ATA1 in the group key box. I think when this first launched, we had the most students participate in the Grow with Google Challenge. And so we would like to keep that energy moving forward. Next up, we are celebrating our end of the semester. This is a time where we all come together, we dress up real nice, we have an award ceremony celebrating our Gator Success Center students, our Greater Texas Foundation students, and our Accelerated Transfer Academy students like yourself, and our Academic Recovery Program participants. Here we'll be giving out awards for graduates, for peer mentors, for student workers, for students who have been engaged in each of these departments. And there will be a nice meal, a nice presentation, keynote speaker, and it's just a wonderful time to celebrate the end of the semester. We invite you all to join us next Wednesday, May 3rd from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. in A300. That is the big room in the Mural Hall, in the mural area next to Starbucks. That hallway, there's a room right there. It's a very big room. We're going to be able to accommodate up to 120 people. So if you are interested in attending, please scan the QR code to register. If you have more questions about the event, please connect with your success coach, your peer mentor, myself, or our web specialist, Miss Erica. And we look forward to having you a part of our end of the semester celebrating your success. As y'all know, it is grad season. Pew, 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 pew. This semester, we are fortunate enough to graduate 70 seniors who are part of the ATA program here at UHD. I want to say congratulations to each of our graduates. Your accomplishments, this is a milestone in your journey. This is an opportunity to celebrate yourself, to reflect, to plan for what comes next, and to relax and rest. I don't know about y'all, but school is hard, school is long, school is stressful. So any opportunity you can get after you finished your race, please take some time to rest and reflect and relax. And we look forward to celebrating all of our graduates on May 20th at the NRG. No, is it NRG or is it Minute Maid? Don't let me get to lying.
NRG.
NRG, okay. The NRG Center, where your Texans play. So please join us. If you know somebody that will be attending, will be graduating, love on them, congratulate them as well. And many congratulations to our graduates again. Now I'm going to also, if you see your name, please let us know. Drop a comment in the chat. Congratulations to you. And this is an incredible time. You will also, all of our graduates are also invited to the Celebrating Success event next Wednesday. They will be receiving a certificate. So if you see a friend's name on this list, please let them know, hey, you're getting a certificate from ATA, pull up to the event, bring a friend. You could bring a +1, and yeah, you'll get fed a nice meal. Next up, I'm going to pass it to my colleague, Mr. Richardson Jones, about the upcoming changes for ATA.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please do not ever call me Mr. Richardson Jones. Ashley does that because she knows I hate it. But I hope y'all are all doing very, very well. We have made some changes to what the Accelerated Transfer Academy is going to look like moving forward. What we were wanting to do was to make the program a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically to provide a little bit more engagement for you all, provide more opportunities for the program to serve you in the exact way that you need it to serve you, while also making this feel a little bit more like community, right? We know that because of a lot of changes that have happened in the program, some of the engagement opportunities have kind of lessened. I will say thank you to everyone who was able to make it to Fuel Up for Finals yesterday. Those are the kind of events that we are in the kind of camaraderie that we're looking to build so that you all can network, get to know each other, get to know us, and then also do a lot of things that we wanted to do in the past, but now we're finally, moving forward with. So as you know, currently there are, the 4 requirements, right, for you to be eligible. Then you are able to apply for your book voucher at the end of the semester. We decided that it would be best if we provide you with that book voucher at the beginning of the semester, and then give you the opportunity to complete a certain amount of things per semester in order for you to then continue to receive your book vouchers in future semesters. So one of the main changes is that the eligibility requirement is going to change. So in order to be eligible for the ATA program, you just simply have to be a transfer student and at least part-time, right? So we're looking for students that are taking at least 6 credit hours, because we know that a lot of you transfer students, being full-time workers and being in school full-time is very, very difficult, and that's usually a barrier to success. So if taking classes full-time is not feasible for you, then that's not something that will knock you out of the running to be able to be in the ATA program. Also, all students who are in the ATA program, we do have a cap of 150 students per semester. Well, at least right now, for the fall. So each of those 150 students will receive their book voucher regardless of how many hours that they are taking, as long as it's 6 hours and you're eligible to be in the program. And you'll receive that before even having to accumulate your points or accumulate your the requirements of the program, right? So Ashley gave this example in one of our staff meetings, but it's kind of like being awarded like a sports scholarship, right? Whenever you receive a scholarship to play sports at a university, your scholarship is given to you up front, and then you have to keep up your eligibility to keep that scholarship in the semesters that follow. And that's the same kind of concept that we're going to use with ATA moving forward. So each semester, you as an ATA member would be required to accumulate what we call ATA points, right? And you have to accumulate 4 of them. That's the minimum, right, to stay eligible, because that 4 points, we decided that that is a good indicator that you have been involved with the program, you've been checking in with us, and you've been, exploring other things, so that by the time that you graduate, we have something in place, or not something in place, but you have the skills, the networking, right, the wherewithal to know what to do next. So as you can see on the list here, there's 8 different things that you can do in order to accumulate your points. And only 2 of them, well, technically 3 of them are mandatory, right? So for all students, you would have to meet with your success coach twice. That's not going anywhere, right? So meeting with me or Ms. Flores, right? You'll meet with your coach 2 times per semester. Those 2 times equal 1 point, right? So just like how currently you meet with us twice, that satisfies your coaching requirement. Same concept here, except it just accumulates to 1 point. 150 students in total. Thank you, Leslie. This list currently is not 100% correct. By the time that we are ready to open up the application for the fall, it'll be different, but it says 2 program meetings. We are actually going to require that you attend all of the program meetings. There's going to be 4 that you tune into it either virtually or in person and come hang out with us. And if you miss one of those program meetings, you just make it up by having an extra session with your coach, right? So that component right there is also worth 1 point. So all 4 meetings, you go to those, or if you miss one, you make it up with your coach. That's how you get your 2. From there on, everything else that's listed on here, you have free range to decide what you want to do in order to accumulate your other 2 points. All right, so let's say we will have 2 of our program meetings are going to have CLCs built into them. So then you can just do your CLC reflection on each one of those. That gets you 4 points. For every meeting that you go to with one of your peer mentors, or every event that you attend that the peer mentors throw, like if you would have went to Fuel Up for Finals, right? That is a point. We will also be doing what are called the CLC career field learning trips, which are basically us collaborating with different businesses, companies throughout the Houston area, and letting you all explore or tour their grounds or their campuses, depending on what it is, so that you can get a good feel for what that looks like. I also would like for us to do a graduate school trip, right? For those of you that are interested in going to a grad school, going and touring their campus and seeing what those opportunities look like, just to also get us out of UHD, because there's other things out there to help your career as well. That each of those, since those, honestly, those are going to cost us money, but that will be worth more points, right? So you can get 2 points for each of those that you go to. Experiential learning, that is more so like study abroad, right? So if you sign up to do study abroad, or if you get an internship or something like that, that takes up more of your time. So that's worth 4 total points. What we called ATA 3099, those 4 action items for your career, the resume, not cover letter, the resume, mock interview, that whole spiel, right? Instead of that being ATA 3099, it's now just called your ATA professional portfolio. And completing that, if you don't have those things already, completing that is optional, and that's also worth 2 points. And then if you were to fall on probation while you're in the Accelerated Transfer Academy, then we have what is called our Academic Recovery Program, which is basically a series of workshops that we just require our students to go to. if they're on probation, and just going to those, that helps you accumulate your other two. So you would have to do your 2 success coach meetings, coming to our program meetings, and then just also attending those workshops so that we can help give you some skills, techniques, strategies to help you get in good standing back with the university. And since you would be on probation, in order to continue to get your book voucher every semester, you would just have to go to those workshops, right? So there's a lot of different ways that you can combine the different services that we will be providing so that you can stay active with us. And then we also are going to throw in a little bit of a competition in there, right? So our students who have the highest accumulation of ATA points by the end of the semester will receive a scholarship and be recognized at our end of semester celebration, right? So that's also something to entice students to not just do the 4, right? All of these things are here and available. Yes, they're optional, but all of these things are there to help you be successful, right? So additional coaching sessions. I meet with a few students who meet with me more than the 2 times per semester. That would count towards your total. Like I said, every session that you meet with your peer mentor, right? That counts towards your total. So going to more CLCs, getting involved on campus, and then providing that information to your success coach, that adds to your total, right? And then we also are going to consider that point total whenever you apply for scholarships. So there'll be a scholarship where the person who's just the most active with ATA wins it, but then we'll also have scholarships where just like how we do now, where there's the scholarship application, but when you fill that out, your ATA points will be weighed into the decisions whenever we decide who wins the scholarship, so on and so forth. Whenever we evaluate the scholarship applications is what I meant to say. Okay, so those are changes that are coming for the fall. I know that our application will probably open after or sometime around graduation, probably. I don't want to say for sure because that's going to be an Ashley decision, but that application will be opening up sometime closer to the start of the summer. And I believe we're probably going to have all current members who want to continue in the program apply. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Ashley, feel free to let us know. But that, I think we're still working on figuring out the logistics of that. But if we were to do that, if we weren't going to do that, then it would just be assumed that unless you don't let us know you want to continue to be in, or unless you let us know that you no longer want to be a part of ATA, then we would just assume that you're going to stick with us, because it's not going to just be a first year program anymore. We're going to stick with you until graduation, right? So you get to stay with us all the way up until you graduate, because that's the whole purpose, right? Is accelerated. We want to make sure that whatever barriers were in the way that we're going to keep you from graduating, when you're ready to graduate, we knock those barriers down for you. So that, I know that was a long spiel, but we'll be sending out more of that information, and y'all will have that whenever we officially get all of the brochures, flyers, different things like that set up. But yeah, we're real excited about those changes coming in, and hopefully that will increase the engagement and also give you all some stuff to strive for. And we'll also be giving out stoles to the graduates, certificates upon graduation from the program, and things like that. So definitely be on the lookout for those new things coming in the program.
Thank you, Deontay. And as of right now, what we can do is send you all the interest form. So if you're interested in learning more about the changes to come with ATA, you're interested in being a part of ATA starting fall 2023 forward, we can give you the interest form so that you fill out. And as information is finalized, we will send that out to all the students who are a part of that interest form. Or we can keep you in the group and then you can reach out to us and let us know, hey, I no longer want to be a part of this program. That's okay. We'll still love on you anyways. You could still see a success coach. You probably just won't get any money, and that's fine too. You know, either way it goes, we're still here for you. Thank you, Dee, for clearing that up for us. And we hope that this system allows students, our non-incentive students, to get engaged more with our program, also to award you all with some really awesome resources here at UHD beyond the financial incentives. This wraps up all the information that we have for you today. However, I would like to take this opportunity to take some time to allow you all to fill out, to scan, grab your phone, scan one of these QR codes. If you have items that you would like to submit and you're on your computer, please take this time to do so. If you have any questions about any of the QR codes on the screen right now, please let me know and I can explain them a little bit more. As Deontay mentioned in the previous slide, all of our program meetings will be mandatory. So with that, what's important is that we get you all to complete this end of semester survey so that we know what is the best times for y'all to engage with y'all for meetings like this. We don't want to plan a meeting and it's conflicting with your class schedule, your work schedule, your lunch schedule, your nap schedule, whatever it may be. We want to try to accommodate all of our students and find a time where we'll be able to engage with you the most. Our end of the semester survey is how we capture information for our programming for the following semester. It's for data purposes. If you have your scholarship application ready, please feel free to scan the QR code to fill out any one of our 6 scholarships that we are offering this semester. The book voucher, even if you have not completed all of your requirements, go ahead and fill out that book voucher now as you are working towards completing them. The deadline is on the 3rd, but if you have this already filled out, that's one last thing you have to remember to complete. And then I know, Javier, you had a question about the ATA 3099 action items. If you go ahead, if you scan that QR code, it will pull up the form that you will fill out. The form that you will fill out to submit your items. I was taking a look at the chat, and after I go to the next page, I will stop sharing my screen and show you what that form actually looks like, and any of the other forms that y'all would like to see as well. Each of these forms does require you to sign in. So please make sure that you sign into campus groups with your UHD username and your password like you would do with any other UHD affiliated resource. Okay. Next page. So our next set of QR codes are the program meeting feedback survey. So as attendees right now, you have all been checked in, so you don't need to fill out the program meeting feedback survey. However, if you did watch one recently and you forgot to fill out the survey or you weren't able to attend live, that's okay. Go ahead and scan this QR code, fill out that survey right now. I think it takes maybe 2 minutes most with the login to complete it, and you'll be good to go. Also, your CLC connection survey, if you've engaged with anything career related, whether that be going to a resource, an opportunity on campus, study abroad resource fair, the academic resource fair, Gator Success Workshop, if you joined an intramural or club team in sports and fitness, if you went to the mental health first aid training with counseling services, if you've joined a student organization, if you've you know, applied for a job somewhere and you did an interview process and you gained a lot of information from that interview. Whatever it may be, these all count as CLC connection opportunities. So what we would like for you to do is scan that QR code, tell us about the event you attended, tell us about what you learned from it, who connected you to it, and what you would like to see moving forward with the CLC opportunities. As Deontay mentioned, they are going to be changing, but again, this is how we get a direction of what to incorporate in our programming moving forward. Give a few more seconds for the QR codes and I'll go back to the first one. The second one. And now we have a wonderful, wonderful picture frame in our ATA lounge of, it's the UHD wording, symbol format. And we would love to have all of your faces on this UHD board, as you can see right here. This just lets us know who our students are, some of the pictures, some of the memories you have made that you want to share with us. So if you are a face of ATA and you want to share your photo, please email your photo to ata@uhd.edu, and we will love to put your photo on our UHD wall in our ATA lounge. So anytime you come into the lounge, or any one of your peers comes into the lounge, they see this wall, they get to see your smiling, beautiful face, they get to see what activity you did, who you took the picture with. It gives a great, interesting backstory sometimes as well too. We would love to fill this wall with more UHD ATA faces. So if you have a picture that you're wanting to share, please do so. And we look forward to seeing your smiling faces. Now, that is the end of our presentation. I'm going to stop sharing this presentation screen and show you all the surveys. Yes, let me go here. Can you all see my campus groups page, surveys and forms?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Alrighty, so this does look different to you. I get that. When you scan the QR code, so for instance, for ATA 3999 action items, when you scan the QR code, I'm putting people's business out there, I apologize. When you scan the QR code, it will take you to right here. There we go. This is what the ATA 3099 action items form looks like. So for students, you will submit your resume, upload a file of it as a document, PDF, Word is fine. You will submit a screenshot of your picture of your mock interview appointment confirmation. You can do, I don't know how you do screenshot on your computer now without Snippet, but if you have the Snippet tool, you can do that fairly quick and easy. Submit your headshot photo. Your likeness will not be used for social media. We just want to see if you are able to get a headshot, so that way you can use that for your LinkedIn, for any business, for any school profile that you would like to have. And then the last piece is your essay prompt. It's reflecting on your experience with connecting with your career coach and your respective career center, how these resources will assist you in preparing for your career, and then what activities or opportunities you would like to get involved with at UHD and why. So for me, I was an education major. I would be connecting with, I believe it's Brandy McKinnis in the main career center. And we will go through a mock interview about what an interview will look like for an educator for higher ed. We'll also tweak my resume, see where I can articulate some things better, see how I can format it, make sure it's up to date, because you always want to have that resume up to date and ready to send out at a drop of a dime. And then what activities I would like to be a part of. So for me, I would like to get involved with, if there's an honor society for educators here at UHD, that's something I would participate in to build my network. If there was a student organization, I would seek out those opportunities. Being a peer mentor, students helping students, that's another opportunity that I would get involved with to help build those career skills and knowledge of working in the realm of education. And that is your paper right there, 250 words to 500 words. I believe that's maybe a page. It's maybe a page. And of course, your grammar and punctuation. And that's it. And you submit. Let me check this chat. Hey, Shakira, you're good. We see you. For the other surveys, let's go to the book voucher survey. Form, excuse me. Here's your book voucher form. This is what it looks like. Provide your first name, last name, student ID, and that you certify that you have completed all ATA requirements to be eligible to receive an ATA book voucher for $150. Failure to complete those requirements in time renders you ineligible to receive an ATA book voucher. That's what the book voucher application looks like. The scholarship application is a little bit more in depth because there are several scholarships you can apply for. So when you log in to use when you scan in to use to fill out the scholarship application, select which scholarship you are applying for. You can apply for all of them. You can apply for one of them. You can apply for a few of them. It doesn't matter. The more, the better your chances are of winning. Because right now we have a low number of scholarship applicants. So the odds may be in your favor. And then you agree to submit the materials, and then you have read all the qualifications to be eligible for that scholarship, the criteria. Let's see, our end of the year survey is a lengthy one as well, but we talk about all the different programming components of ATA. So your success coaching, the CLCs, the peer mentors, ATA 3099, I believe experiential learning is in there as well. So it goes over each of the components that we focus on in ATA. And I believe those are all the program meeting feedback survey and the CLC one. As I mentioned, the program meeting feedback survey, it takes about 2 minutes tops. You just let us know what program meeting you watched or attended, how useful you found the information being shared, if you have any comments that you want to add, and how you would rate the overall program meeting. Please give us a 5, because we do our best to make it a great use of your time, and we hope that you feel the same way. And if you don't, it's okay. And then the CLC reflection. I see y'all submitting them. I love that. Thank you so much. I will go through next Monday and update them so that you can see where you are heading into the last final days of your requirements. The CLC is the same way, which one you attended. It has a Likert scale of how confident you feel in understanding the career industries. Please reflect on your experience, what you learned from it, 50 words to 180 words. That's maybe about 3 sentences at most. Are you aware of the career development resources on campus? Have you participated in a career readiness opportunity since being enrolled at UHD? It can be a plethora of things. As long as you can tie it back to your career, you're good to go. Work-life balance, benefits, networking, teamwork, communication, technology, diversity and inclusion, professionalism, leadership, so on and so forth. Did this expose you to new resources on campus? More Likert scales about what you learned, it met your expectations, you feel confident about building a network. Are you interested in learning more information about your career industry? If you have any more additional questions, and who connected you to that resource? And that is the survey. Any questions about the surveys? Well, that is all. Heidi and Deontay, Miss Erica, do y'all have any items that y'all want to share before we wrap up?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Yeah, just make sure y'all come to the end of semester celebration on Wednesday. Other than that, I hope y'all have a great weekend, and the Houston Texans are winning the Super Bowl.
Yikes, that's a stretch. Thanks for
I
the
second that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Let's go.
So in the spirit of turn it in, please be mindful of the things that you are submitting to turn it in with your papers. Always cite your sources, please. If it's in whatever format it is in, Purdue OWL is a wonderful resource to cite your sources correctly. Some students I know with finals coming up and ChatGPT being the go-to resource, please remember to cite your sources correctly so you don't get hit with plagiarism, you don't get hit with anything that may affect and impact your academic journey negatively. Go through each of the things that you've been flagged for with Turnitin as well. Sometimes it will flag you if you submitted something before and you're submitting it again, it will flag you for plagiarizing yourself. If it does that, that's okay. Ignore plagiarizing yourself for the most part. However, if you're plagiarizing someone else's work, please, if you're using someone else's work, please cite your sources so you do not get hit with plagiarism. It is a very stressful and messy thing to deal with, and we want to avoid that at all costs. If you do have any questions about using Turnitin, please holla at your girl. I'm using Turnitin right now for my own classes. I get it, it's stressful. As soon as I see 13%, I start to freak out. And I'm just like, who am I copying right now and not citing correctly? So when it comes to turning in, ask your professor, what percentage are you looking for before it becomes an issue? If they say, hey, anything above 25%, I'm going to raise an eyebrow about plagiarism, then you're okay. If it's less than 25%, then you're good. Still make sure that you are citing your sources correctly, but there's nothing really much, there's not much to be freaking out about with that unless it's a high percentage. Again, if you do have any questions about Turnitin, please holla at me. I am using Turnitin right now, and I'm happy to go through it with you so that you feel comfortable with the homework that you're turning in for your finals. And that is it for sure. I promise this time, that's it. The Texans are not winning because the Ravens have signed Lamar Jackson and we are back. Okay, we are back.
I forgot about that. That's
wow.
That's fair. That's fair. That's that. Okay.
The Orioles have a winning streak right now, first time since '92. And you know what? The Astros are, it's a long season, I get that, but the Astros are not starting off on the right foot. They're not, but my O's
we had the same record last year, and what happened?
You know, y'all did win. I give y'all that.
All right, yeah, for sure. All right,
I give y'all that. It's fine. It's fine. Y'all be well. Take good care. See you all soon. Bye.